welcome. This is my first live stream on my journey to trying to rid myself of an addiction for nicotine, which may not seem so great a thing, but when you are a mood disorder sufferer who lives with physical pain on a daily basis, it's difficult enough for most people with just physical pain to not have a crutch. When you suffer from a mood disorder, nearly the entirety of people who are diagnosed with schizoaffective or mood disorder of bipolar nature, they are addicted to something, whether that's alcohol, prescription drugs, non-prescription drugs, caffeine. May seem simple, but when your mood fluctuates so much, even if you're medicated, there's something that your brain seems to want to rely on to keep you at a normal plateau. For me, it's trying to keep me above that normal plateau, not that I'm having a manic episode. That's not my want. But when you suffer from a mainly depressive feature, like I do, then your brain is constantly wanting something that will keep you as high above any form of depression that it can. I suffer from nicotine addiction, and as I say, it may not seem a greater thing, but with me, I went from smoking to trying to come off smoking and using things such as nicotine gum, lozenges and quick spray, etc. And I found vaping, which I hoped would be safer, something that I could rely on more. But then you find out that actually all you're doing subconsciously is trying to feed this addiction. And I've had enough. I've had years of it. I want to come off. I have in the past, but then it's come back as soon as I've had a setback in my life. Something's happened, trying to keep the pain away, trying to keep focused when you're on a lot of other medication. So I started vaping. It's on the medium level of cost. I would say maybe roll-ups could even be cheaper, just depending on what vape juice you use. But I am now overweight because of my medication, because of my moods, because of my pain. I just dropped down from 23 stone to, I did just before Christmas get to 18 stone. I think I'll probably put some back on over Christmas. I had a daughter last year, and my wife's pregnant again, which was a surprise. I can't work. It's very difficult for me to do anything. I suffer from spinal arthritis. I suffer from functional neurological disorder, which affects my right hand side, which is a neuro and psychological illness. Psychiatry affects the neurological, which then when it's exacerbated, I become almost paralyzed down one side. I lose feeling in my arms and my legs. I can't think clearly enough times as it is with my medication and my mood disorders, complex PTSD. All these things affect me so much. So I'm trying to lose this weight to help my arthritis in my spine, from top to bottom, to slipped disc. And this is going to be very difficult for me. But I think it's now or never. If I keep making excuses for myself, then I'm never going to get it. Never going to get out. I mean, for some people, just maybe taking nicotine would be fine for them for the rest of their life. But I suffer from chronic asthma as well, and it doesn't help. It just really doesn't help me. It's just I am a complex case chronic illness sufferer, which is very difficult to try and manage between the different NHS services, etc. And I can be very stubborn. I'm going to use that stubbornness to lose this nicotine addiction. I may not get it the first time, second time, third time. The important thing to remember is when you're suffering from a mental health issue, don't beat yourself up. Don't feel down about the fact that you have failed. We all fail at something. Most of us lots of the time. But when you are some mental health sufferer, you feel like that you've done a bad thing, that it's damaging, that it's awful, that you're negating yourself and you can't achieve, little wins every day, every week, every month, every year are success. That's what you need to remember. So when you are battling an addiction, it's going to be different for everyone. Some people will be heavily reliant on alcohol. I was when I was younger. I didn't really think anything about it. This is before I was diagnosed. I knew something was wrong, but going out and just drinking. I finally managed to shake that off the decade. Some people use food, like people use food for a comforter. Some people use it as an addiction just to make their moods better. And it's almost like this little thing in your brain with a mood disorder. It's like this with addiction. It's like an attachment. And it's like, oh, I must do this. I must. You know what? If you're going to beat addiction, don't think you're going to do it tomorrow. Have faith that you'll do it at some point. This is this. This is this. This is all I've got left. What I've done was to come off this, so I'm not dependent on something constantly in my mouth and taking things. Is I've ordered myself a 7-day nicotine patch, which will give me a lot less nicotine than this. So I'm not going to do it all at once. I'm not just going to suddenly jump off the boat, try to swim to shore. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take it a day at a time. You know what? If I have a couple of days where over the next month with the patches where I do go back and use this, I'm not going to beat myself up. Do that, and then I'll start using this every day to make myself feel better. Just need to remember that we don't always achieve what we want to achieve straight away. It's a long-term goal with addiction. Some people are lucky enough. My dad stopped smoking, and that was it. Just threw cigarettes away. I can't do that because of what I've suffered from. So it's very emotional because I need to do this for me. I need to do it for my wife. I need to do it for my children. So really and truly, all I want to say is, if you can be here with me, I can be here with you. Social media is great for chatting. Don't want any politics, or anything else. Just need to encourage, and we need to give words of wisdom. If you're bombarded by the need to eat, maybe look at what you're eating. I've been through this through the years. I've only just managed at 38 years old to knock the feelings to need food all the time. I lost a stone and a half before Christmas as well. So whatever it is, do it in small chunks. Build yourself up. If you relapse, don't kill yourself over it. In the sense of mentally, don't kill yourself over it, because that's not the way that you're going to achieve something. Probably shouldn't have used the word kill there, but I literally just meant it mentally, because that's what we do. We kind of just go like, and then we restart, probably worse than we were, and then we keep doing the same over and over. It's breaking those habits in your mind. A lot of it is focus, try and do something when you feel the need. Take a long walk if you can, away from your situation, away from where these things are going to be involved, with the alcohol, with the food. Okay. And don't get to the stage in your life where you think, I can't do it. You need to reach out for as much help as you can. Me and my wife have had to look deeply into so many services over the years. A lot of them I didn't even know existed. So a lot of time I would get to the point where there is just no one, and then we found someone. Problem is, because the NHS is so underfunded, this is not a political point, which government has been in, it's been underfunded. They can't pay for public services to help people. So there's a lot of private companies out there that are run by, a lot of them are run by religious organisations, but there are people there that will help you. Ask your friends, ask your family. Do not be this British thing of, I can't ask for help. You can ask for help. People have ears to listen and hands to help. Yeah, same with the mouth. They can help, they can encourage you, do things for you if needs be. It's not going to be the same for everyone, and I can't promise that everybody's going to get the same help, but this is just my own personal life about me trying to cut out the nicotine. I've started not using this for a few hours, just using some of the low nicotine strength gum. Okay, when I'm severely stressed, I will for half an hour and I'll go back. But for me, my goal is I came off smoking. For me, this is better. The NHS long-term study that was one of the first to be done, 95% better. All right, it might not be 100%, but it's 95% less. That was a breakthrough for me. Health-wise, that's going to be an improvement with my asthma, and it has been. Problem is with asthma, it can flare up at any time, and you start putting anything like this in your lungs, and it can stop. But that's not the same for everyone. If you don't have asthma, or you don't suffer, you don't suffer with anything from having these with asthma, then that's fine. That's your own personal life and your own personal goal, but your own way to do things. But use social media. I'm going to be on here as much as I can. I can try and share some of my life stories. I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect. I'm lucky in the sense that I have faith. I'm a Christian and I have the Bible. Many people may be atheists thinking, okay, that's not for us. No, it's not for you, but this is my personal goal. That's what I have. I have the Bible. I have people from church. I have the encouragement. Friends and family who've seen that I really need the encouragement and the help, so they've started helping. I've really had to go, please help me. I can't do this alone. First step in realizing that you need to beat your addiction is realizing, this is my personal experience for life, you can't do this by yourself. You need to ask for encouragement. You need to ask for help. You need to ask for support. Okay, you're human, you're not perfect, you never will be. Therefore, do not beat yourself up. If something goes wrong, you relapse. Okay, I'm sitting here with a slip disc, spinal arthritis, I've had morphine today, and all sorts of things. I'm trying not to let this is the cycle you see of despair. that people go through. I go through. Oh, I'm in so much pain. I can't do anything to relieve it. Do you know what? I'll help myself. You know, and if you're wanting to get rid of this addiction or whatever it is you suffer with a mood disorder, you need to realize that if you're not on proper medication, you need to get medicated. It's important to be on the right medication from your mental health team that every place has, every city has. You need to get the help from them to be able to move forward. You need to do your research on what happens when people relapse with mental health issues, with mood disorder issues. What happens when you take one thing away? You'll try and fill it with something else. You need to fill those things with something good and positive, and don't just fill it with something else that you're going to be addicted on. Okay, it's fine to be addicted to fresh air and walks in the countryside and down to the beach. Yeah, they're sort of things that I'm going to aim for bit by bit. I'm trying to lose this weight because they say that it will help. Well, they said it could help. Probably won't because the damage is already done by arthritis in the spine. But they said it'll probably make you lighter and maybe make you more agile, and you might be able to get out and do a bit more. So that's what I'm going to do for my kids. I want to see my kids. I don't want to be laying on the bed. I don't want to be stuck indoors. Okay, I need to be with my family. I am not going to have my children growing up with me laying in the bed, mum going out in summer holidays, doing things, when I'm just sitting here pondering, making my life kind of, filling it with despair and unhappiness and blaming myself. You have a mood disorder and you have an addiction. That's not your fault. You didn't create the circumstance. It was already there. Therefore, you need to take that, and say, I'm not going to blame myself. It just happens to be the circumstances that I'm in that you didn't create. So take that and move forward. You need to set goals. You need to write down a plan, short-term, medium and long-term. You need to have something to look to go back to, some milestones within those goals that you can achieve. And if you didn't achieve one, maybe look to the future, see how you can achieve it next time. This is going to be a long haul run. I'm going to do as much of this as I can every day, just to let people know that I probably will have spent a couple of days during the next few weeks where I decided to go back to my vape. But the point is, I'm not bought any more of this. I can't get out of the house very easily because I have arthritis, because I have FND, because I have gout, etc. But that's not going to stop me from doing and breaking one habit at a time. So I feel for me sometimes it is better to do things all at once. That's just me. It might not be for you, but I think if I want to train and I'm going fast and I'm doing really well, then brilliant. Maybe I can just change this little thing in my life, change this habit, change this thought while that train is going well. But that's just minimal. That's just minimal change. Because if you change too much, too fast, all at once, then you're just going to end up relapsing. And then it's going to be months or years before you try and do it again. And that's in the meantime, you may have made some of your circumstances worse. All because you've said to yourself, it's my fault, I didn't do it, I beat myself up, etc. There's a whole community of people with mental health issues out here who love you because you're suffering, they know what you're going through, and they want to help. There are so many pages, so many blogs, chat rooms that people use to try and overcome this circumstance. So I have. I'm going to with me. I have some 24-hour nicotine patches. Aim to be that I don't have anything with my fingers that I'm going to do to want to try and feed this little mind, uh, this little mind twist, you know, saying I need this, I need this, I need this. So for me, what it's going to be is my distraction technique. One of them is going to be using a patch, because it is feeding the nicotine. My fingers aren't doing. I'm not thinking in the wrong way. I'm trying to persevere and just do other things during the day that will lift me up and that I can start and continue to do. And I'm not thinking about this, you know. And I'm trying to learn that when things go bad, I haven't got this. How can I continue to improve my mood? Okay, because I'm hoping this is going to be a long-term thing. This change in mood, mood disorder, addiction, down the road, I will be building up all these skills and these little things I can do. If I get stressed in the future, maybe I can take a walk around the house, get a bit of fresh air in the garden, have a cup of tea or coffee. Coffee's not really my addiction. I do need it in the morning just because of the amount of medication that I'm on, especially on quetiapine. And if you know quetiapine, it knocks me out just like a sedative. So I like strong coffee in the morning. I do like a few cups of tea during the day just to keep my mind a little bit topped up with kind of that nicotine, not nicotine, that kind of caffeine, slight caffeine buzz, make me feel a bit fresher. That's not my addiction. I'm not having 20 cups of coffee a day. That's, as an addiction or anything like that. So really and truly, I just want to say, if we can do this together, if you can watch this, I need help. I need your help. I can help you. Let's do this together. If you've got a mental health addiction, from a mood disorder, or maybe for any other reasons you're going to find this helpful, then let's just create a community, small community, large community on here. Positivity in the chat, helpfulness in the chat, no nastiness, no politics. Okay, let's not talk about. It's not the place to talk about politics in this chat or anything like that. We need to move forward. So, if you private message someone there instead about how you feel about Brexit, positivity or negativity or whatever, do it that way. Let's just keep this going. Put snippets in there, websites. This is what's helped other people. This is what's helped me. Other videos. And please, all of those things. Share this video. I'm going to try and do this every day. It's going to be a long-term vlogging thing. I don't know if I'm going to get anybody watching this. But I'm reaching out to say that I can help you and you can help me. Yeah, let's do this. If you can do your own as well, and then try this. Maybe we should have some sort of, then I have like dry January, don't they, and stuff after Christmas. Maybe we can do, addiction-free. I don't know, addiction-free May or something like that. I don't really know, to be honest with you, but something like that. If we can have some sort of plan in place for each other, goals, etc. Thank you for listening. I'm Chris, and I look forward to hopefully hearing from you. Watch this video, and let's help each other make a difference in our lives. Because we are not the most well known. There's a lot of stigma around how we are, how we act, etc. We all know the old adage of, chin up and pick yourself up and all this sort of thing. Okay, we don't need any of that at the moment. We just need to say best foot forward. You're getting there. Well done, achievements, etc., etc. let's just do it. Let's just do that. Yeah, best luck to everybody, and I hope to hear from you soon.